I'm a Black Diamond and so excited to be here as your host tonight. I was actually introduced to Purium through our cousins Lydia and Dwight Ho, and this was a year ago actually when she posted on Facebook, and I commented and said, I want my husband to do that and lose some weight and stop snoring.
Thanks.
And we had a great transformation. I lost 11 pounds. Woo! Cholesterol went down. I stopped my caffeine addiction, just increased my energy. Just overall, we were so excited. We just wanted to share and tell everybody, all our friends and family, all about Purium and what happened to us. And so by the end of the first month, we had shared all of our 40 gift cards, not really knowing the business too much, but just really just excited and wanting to get people on product. And we had to get more cards by the next month. We hit Diamond the next month, and things just started to naturally roll for us. And we were just so eager. We were making money in order to pay for our product, and then a little bit more. And pretty soon, I look back now, and we just got our 1099, and realized that within this year, doing this part-time, we've made more than my teacher salary. So this is just, been such a blessing for us to be able to do this with my husband and partner up and do something that we love and we care so much about. And just so excited to, share Purium with everybody around us. So I'd really like to introduce our featured guest tonight, our 4-star crown, Miss Geraldine Camarillo, who has been my mentor and friend.
Hey, thank you so much, Jamie Blake and Chris Blake. Thank you, Greg Avilo. You rock, brother. Oh, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight at Prosper Live here at the Pearl Country Club. Again, my name is Geraldine Camarillo. I am proudly a 4-star crown with Purium. And I'm going to have my dear sister Tracie be my remote control just for a little bit. Thank you, Trace. This is my beautiful partner, Arna Johnson. She's the other half of the 4-star crown team. And she and I, we're both actually entrepreneurs at heart. And so we are both have been very successful photographers here in Hawaii. Each of us have our own company. And we each were earning a 6-figure income. And for those of you who are business owners, you understand, right, a 6-figure income is awesome, but then what comes with that 6-figure income is, of course, the business expenses. So our business expenses were totaling about $6,000 every single month. Now, not to mention our mortgage was $7,000 a month. So you guys do the math. $16,000 that we had to pay the piper before we could even pay ourselves. But you know what? Somehow we were doing it because we needed to. And so we were chugging along, and then of course the 2008 recession happens. Who remembers when the economy went, right? People lost their jobs, people lost their homes, and people lost their businesses. Well, Arna and I were part of that statistic. So we lost our beautiful home in Kaneohe to foreclosure. And then we were forced to shut down our businesses. And then on top of that, we each had to file for bankruptcy. So there we were at the top of our game, and then all of a sudden we were homeless, and then we had no income coming in. So thankfully though, Arna's mom had a rental unit out in the country, so we were able to move into that rental unit, and we were so blessed to have some place to live. Now, you would think that that would be the worst part of the story, but really the worst part of the story was to watch this dear beautiful person by my side go into a deep, deep, deep depression, because it was stressful, you guys. And with that stress, she started to put on a weight. And with that weight came so much pain in the body. So at that point, we prayed. That's all we could do. We prayed. We prayed for something to help us physically. We prayed for something to help us financially. And I tell you what, when you ask God, you G-E-T. When you ask God, you G-E-T. And I tell you what, God answered so beautifully in the form of LOVE, Purium's Love Super Meal. And that's how Arna and I were introduced to Purium. It was beautiful. Then a dear friend of ours cared enough about us to give us a $50 gift card. And we grabbed it. And we did our 10-day transformation. And I tell you, the next thing you know was a miracle. All of a sudden, we got healthier. And Arna went into this beautiful upward spiral out of her depression. She started to lose weight. She started to get healthier. We were both getting so healthy. In fact, she loved the transformation so much that she did it 2 times and lost 30 pounds and 15 inches. And she says it on the video. She says, you know what? When you are healthy, you are happy. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
When you're healthy, you're happy. And so that's what happened. We got healthier. And she became a more vibrant and beautiful version of herself. And so we realized that people were now asking us, oh my gosh, you guys, you're so healthy and you're so happy. What are you doing? And then it dawned on us, we're like, oh my goodness, we have to help others feel as good as we feel. And we decided at that point to start paying it forward by handing out those $50 gift cards to all of our family and friends who were asking us, I gotta do what you do exist because I am in pain. So that's what we did. We did our transformation in the month of August 2013. Then we started handing out the gift cards September 2013, and in 1 month we made over $6,300 just by helping others to get healthier. And so, I said earlier, right, that we're entrepreneurs at heart. And so we've been in network marketing for over 20 years, 7 different companies with no success until we found Purium. And then now we have helped over 12,000 people since September to get healthier. And so I'm humbly standing before all of you today that we are on our way to making a 7-figure income. And we're also helping others to get healthier, and we also get to design and customize our home out in Kaneohe, thanks to Purium. Thank you. And that is my story and our journey with Purium. So you guys have been brought here by a dear friend, a family member who cares a lot about you. And so I wanted to introduce you to this amazing man. You've heard about the 10-day transformation, right? We really did an amazing job here in our islands. In 2014, we blew it out of the waters. We proved that the 10-day transformation works. And so this is the genius behind it, Mr. Dave Sandoval. We like to call him the Willy Wonka of the Green Foods Factory because he is such a green foods genius. He is one of the leading authorities in the superfood revolution. He was doing green foods before it was cool, when organic was super cool. It's super cool now, right? So his commitment is about making sure, his whole mission in life is to help our world become healthier 1% at a time. And how is he doing that? He's doing it by creating these amazing superfoods. And we're talking pure, potent superfoods. He has definitely helped to scour, what he's done is he's scoured the different indigenous cultures, looking for the solution. What are these civilizations doing that they're living longer and they're healthier? And so he did it. And what he did was he brought all that information back, and he's been manufacturing super green foods for over 20 years now. And what's so great is that he says, I've been manufacturing all these amazing foods, but what we really need to do is get it out into the communities. And what he didn't want to do anymore was to supply retail grocery stores where when you walk into a Whole Foods, right, and you want to go buy almond milk, and you look at all the almond milk and your eyes are glazing over. Now, because there's so many choices for things that people can't make up their minds. He didn't want to do that, and plus, the real estate to have your products on those shelves is very expensive. So he decided one of the best ways to do this is go direct sales, is through the network marketing model, because you guys, the network marketing model does work. It's created millionaires out of ordinary people. And so how perfect. But what's great about us and our company versus other network marketing companies, you got the people will say, okay, let's create this amazing product, and we're going to go to a manufacturer. Now the manufacturer is making the product, and then we'll bring it to the distributor. Then it gets over to the end consumer. So you see all the different steps? No, this is Dave Sandoval. Dave Sandoval is here. He's the manufacturer. He's the creator. Boom, distributor. Can you please share this with the world? Absolutely, Dave. And that's exactly what we do here, who are distributors, is we share the Purium lifestyle. So he's definitely created this amazing food store for everyone, a super green food store. And this is it. Our products are extremely pure and potent. Did you ever read a label on a canister of something, and half the time you can't even understand what the words are? If you were to pick up a bottle of our Power Shake, you will read every single ingredient and know that it is real. And we're talking real foods, guys. We're talking foods that will help you, like activated barley, carrot juice, spirulina, that kind of foods are in our products. And so he makes sure that the food that he creates is not irradiated. There are no chemicals, no binders, no fillers, no chemicals, again. And so that's why he's going directly to the farm and creating the foods and manufacturing them, then handing it over to the distributors, and then we get to do the really awesome job of helping our family and friends to get healthier. So, you know, there are several people actually in this room who has had great success by passing out those gift cards, but first and foremost, getting healthy, because that's the first thing you need to do, is you need to get healthy. And at this time, I would like to call up a very, very dear friend of mine. She and her husband have created quite an organization of business by helping themselves to get healthier first, and then starting to pass out the gift cards to all of their family and friends. They lead with their hearts. They lead with the passion of truly getting their communities and friends and family healthier. And I would love to bring up one of our 4-star crown, of a dual 4-star crown team, Miss Lydia Ho.
I'm 4-star.
Oh my gosh, 2-star crown, Lydia Ho. We're envisioning you as 4-star, sister. Yes, 1 star. Oh my gosh, this is how big I think she is. She? Our future royal crown, Lydia Ho. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. Oh my goodness. 4-star crown. Everybody witnesses that tonight, so it's done. But it's true. It will happen, and I know it will. Because 1-star crown, a year after just trying to lose some weight, is amazing in itself. So 4 stars, that's just, I know that's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. So I started my journey a little bit over a year ago from the business side. And like everybody who started out, who's sitting in this room, who bought Purium, did it to lose weight. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't even know I was in a network marketing company. I never knew what an MLM was. Unlike some of us who have done 7 MLMs, I had done none. And I didn't even know what MLMs meant. Someone had to tell me. And I went, oh my gosh, I'm in one of those? And I had no idea. But I put that aside, and I fell in love with the product. And I ended up losing 20 pounds in about 20 days.
Wow. Yeah, girl.
And when you lose 20 pounds in 20 days, what happens?
You sexy.
Yep. You get your juju back, and I did. And you have your cousin ask you, what did you do? Because I need my husband to do it, to stop snoring and to lose some weight. And it all starts with your friends and family. And that's who you really want to help. And what you just shared about your 1099, it's amazing. And that's what those cards mean when I didn't know what they meant. Sorry. And that we're helping people getting not just healthy, but wealthy with this awesome company, with a man who's on such a mission to help people. And starting off with just your friends and family is almost a miracle. And that I've been blessed with my husband to be able to do it, to be blessed with something I didn't know existed, a business model that I never grew up with. I grew up with going to school, becoming a CPA, and working the rest of my life. And then I met my husband, who let me retire, and I was counting on him to work the rest of his life. Now I can stop crying. But because of those gift cards and this business model and this awesome product that we have such a passion for, that's helped not only me personally, but my husband and my cousins and so many people that I've never met before who now I'm good friends with. It means more than anything. And now my husband is even dreaming about being able to retire one day, even though he loves working. He loves being the provider. He's always loved helping me have a life that he always wanted me to have. But now I'm going to be able to hopefully give him a life that he's always wanted to have as well. So, thank you.
Thank you, Lydia, future 4-star Royal Crown. Starfleet Commander action. So I love your story. Thank you so much, Lyd, and it's been awesome because one of the things I love about this business is and I know a lot of our team members here can agree, are the beautiful, amazing people who we meet along the way. And because of Purium, we have met some fantastic people, and that's how we've been blessed with friendships. And so the next person who I would love to bring up has been so important and very special to Arna and I and so many to our team members. She had helped us to create that $6,300 in 1 month. Until this day, she continues to coach us, guide us, but more importantly, she's become a very dear and close friend to Arna and I. So at this time, I'd love to bring up the co-presenter of this Prosper Live tonight, our dear sister, 2-star crown, Tracie Fujikane, also known as the Red Samurai.
Well, hello. I just love hearing these amazing stories. I could listen to them all day long. And in fact, that's kind of what my job is. Kind of cool, right? Is I get to hear these amazing stories, both from people who have become dear friends and what they've been able to help their friends and family achieve, and meeting brand new people for the first time. In fact, how many of you are here for the first time? Oh, so exciting! I'm so excited for you guys. I can't even tell you how excited I am for you guys to experience what we have been offering here on the island since May of 2013. So I'm going to go through some of what it is that we do, how we get people started, and then what your options are as well. So how many of you have ever shopped at Whole Foods? Like everybody, right? And it's definitely something that's sweeping the nation. People are pulling out their pocketbooks and going to these supermarkets to eat healthy. And so everybody's been looking for Trader Joe's to come to Hawaii, right? Everybody's been like, I will make the trek all the way to the Windward Side or to Kahala just so I can do my Whole Foods run. And so now we're bringing the superfood store home to you. This is where it gets exciting because it used to be where we could go to Whole Foods and feel comfortable, like we knew we were getting something really good. It used to be we would know that we weren't getting GMOs when we went to these places. And now, not so sure, right? It's a little harder to tell. When you get to know David Sandoval, our owner, and his passion and his mission for bringing clean food, and what he's been able to accomplish with manufacturing for over 20 years, and really sourcing these products where they come from, and really knowing where they come from, we can have confidence with what we have. And I invite you to visit our factory. That's another thing. We open our doors to people to come in and see exactly what we do. You get to actually see when product comes in that we put it in quarantine. We test the product. We light test it to make sure that what we say we're getting is what we actually receive. It's an amazing process that we get to witness for ourselves, not just take somebody's word for it, or not even know, because like was talked about before, we're not just a marketing company that went out and said, let's try to find a product that we like and then let's use this business model to make a lot of money. It really happened in the opposite way. Let's start with the mission. Let's help people share this with others. Let's reward them for sharing this with others. So we love bringing this superfood superstore right home to everybody's house. And here's where it starts. The 10-day celebrity transformation. How many of you have done the transformation? How many of you have lost at least 5 pounds? 10 pounds? 15? 20? 30? 40? How many did you lose? Rodney? 32. 32? 32, congratulations. This is what makes it so amazing. This 10-day transformation is where there's magic. There's magic in this 10-day transformation. And I will tell you, you will contract a disease during your 10-day transformation. It's called verbal vomititis. And we try to cure you of it as quickly as possible, because what happens in those 10 days is so amazing. It's so inspiring that you can't help but just keep talking about it. As soon as you figure out that there's a better way, there's tools that can help get over the verbal vomititis and help people get started, you'll be in much better shape. But it is exciting, and anybody can give you 10 days. 10 days is not a long time. It's not 30 days, it's not 60 days, it's not 90 days, it's not a year. Just give me 10 days to show you what's possible. And that's where that instant gratification result comes in. When you get that instant gratification result and you're feeling good and you're looking good and you're walking down the street with your green shaker bottle, people can't help but ask you, what are you doing? And so once you get that instant gratification result, you also have the power of attraction. People will be asking you, how come you look so amazing? What is that you're drinking? Are you losing weight? There's so many things that come up when you do the transformation. And then what really happens then? Does anybody want to sell? No. What we have is this. The $50 gift card. Once you've experienced a 10-day transformation for yourself, had the instant gratification result, have the power of attraction with people asking you, now we can share and give instead of sell. And when you join our member program, you join as a member and you get at least 5 gift cards. This is going to help your customers get their products paid for. How amazing is that? This is what's so amazing about this business model. I joined Purium because I'm a businesswoman. I love health, I love wellness, I went through my own transformation, but here's what happened to me. Once upon a time, I was marrying the man I was going to spend the rest of my life with. Until 18 years later, we were getting divorced. And I inherited every single debt there was that we accumulated over that 18 years, including the house. And this is at the peak of the crash. So I was now $200,000 upside down on my home. And at the time, I was a mortgage banker. If I wanted to stay in my field, I needed to keep my house. So I had all the bills and I had my house, and I knew that I would have that debt for the rest of my life. Right? There's no end. I just gotta live with it, get by, do what I can, because I'm gonna have that debt forever. And so I went on through my own weight loss journey, partnered up with my best friend Brandy, whom most of you who know, she's the one who brought Purium to Hawaii. And when she said, I'm doing this thing, do it with me, and I took a look at this business model and I said, residual income, you have my attention. Because as a mortgage banker, you're always chasing the next deal. If you want to get paid, you're out there, you're hustling, you always got to show up to work if you want to get paid. When I saw the potential for residual income with people experiencing 10 days, and what they experienced was amazing. People who suffered from migraines, people whose blood sugar came into alignment with where it should be, people who experience pain every day of their life. These are people who love the products, who are never getting off of Purium. That's where residual income comes from. And when I can show people that as a customer, you can get your products paid for, you can afford to stay in this lifestyle just by sharing what you found, that's an amazing business model to me. So when you get those 5 gift cards to your customer, you help them turn those gift cards into cash. We call it Give 50, Get 50. It's an awesome customer referral program. So when people ask them, what happened to you in 10 days? I just saw you a week ago. You look amazing. You help them share those gift cards, help those people get their own transformation. Everybody that starts a transformation from one of their gift cards, they're going to get at least $50 in cash for that. So when they turn all 5 gift cards into cash, then they're basically getting their products paid for. $250, they can put that cash in their pocket. And in fact, we have a Gold Rush program that makes it even more lucrative, because what happens when you do your 10 days and you post your picture online? Your phone rings off the hook.
Yes.
Your texting is blowing up your phone. So when you have people who do not just the transformation, but they really care about doing something more lifestyle, or they have more than, say, 5 or 8 pounds to lose, then they're either going to take a couples pack or they're going to do a 30-day program. And when they do that, instead of give 50, get 50, they can give 50 and get $150. Amazing. So those gift cards really can turn into significant cash. But here's what we really have for people who see something bigger, people who see business or want an entrepreneurial opportunity of their dreams, the one that you always said, if I could just have that, if I could have just been there at the beginning, if I could have just, that's this opportunity right here. See all these nice pretty colors? Maybe some of you have seen this. What this means is that there's 6, 7, 8, 9 different ways that you could potentially be paid. Give 50, get 50, I consider that a customer program. That's an easy way. They're gonna get their products paid for. They're gonna continue to buy products, and they're gonna be able to afford those products. For us, we have something more. And it starts with Give 50, Get 50, possibly, but look at, we have so many bonuses. We have Gold Rush, we have more bonuses, we have pay levels. But here's really what it boils down to, is this next slide. Getting paid, right? We can talk for hours about, well, you get this bonus when this happens, and then you get paid this in so many levels, and you get, here's what it breaks down to is, you got to hear so far from Black Diamond, and the average earnings from January 2014 to June 2014 were $8,944 a month. The high for a Black Diamond is $26,000. This is what it means. We're talking to Geraldine and Arna, 4-star crowns. These numbers have changed, by the way, and I'm going to brag a little for them. But at the time, January through June last year, the average earnings of a 4-star crown was $37,000 a month. Do I have your attention? Just to let you know that last year, Geraldine and Arna did break a $40,000 check. So, is it lucrative? You can see that for yourself. But we also love to have fun, and the company takes us on excursions. We just came back in December from our crown trip in Arizona at the Ritz-Carlton, and we spent our work days in our spa robes hanging out in the jacuzzi. So there's so many different ways that we create community together, that we get rewarded, we get to do fun things together. And the company gives us trips all along the way, starting from Diamond. Diamond is your first level of leadership. And it's not that far out of realm. You can hear some people have done it in as quickly as their second month. There's a Diamond trip coming up in April. So what that means for you is anybody here in this room right now has the potential to be on that trip. You qualify by the end of March as a Diamond, and you will be on the Diamond trip in April with us. We're going to be spending time with Dave Sandoval, checking out the manufacturing facility, getting some training. And by the way, there's a bonus when you hit Diamond of $500. And that $500 can help you get your airfare to get on this trip. Everything else on the trip is taken care of. Your room, your food, everything that goes on in that trip. And then once you get to Blue Diamond and Crown, and there was a Royal Crown incentive that Brandy had earned. Blue Diamond and Crown trip, everything is taken care of. Your airfare, your food, the entertainment. And let me tell you that Dave and Amy know the word hospitality. We know hospitality here in Hawaii. They know how to entertain us, how to take care of us, how to appreciate us. So I would love to have you guys on that trip with us to experience their hospitality for yourself. And here's what it takes, is getting started. It's really very simple. I want to tell you about this party pack. If anybody is here to build an empire, that's the pack you're going to take. Because you're going to get 100 of those $50 gift cards. If you take 100 of those $50 gift cards and you help people get into the most popular package for people who aren't sure whether they're going to do business or not, if you're kind of not sure, the most popular packs are these platinum packs. You're going to get $150 for each of those, right? So party pack, we have new technology that's coming out at the end of this month. In the next few weeks, there's going to be a whole revamp of all of our technology, including a very powerful and fun back office. It's going to be like a video game on your phone, but you also have a lot of access that's going to help you every step of the way to know who do you need to be working with, how they're doing, what needs to happen next, and making sure that you're not going to miss any bonuses. This software is going to be included in that package. Everything that you need for marketing materials, products for yourself, products to sample, and those $100 gift cards. That's the pack. If you say you're not sure, you're part of a couple, you want to do a 30-day program for yourself, this is the most popular. One of the platinum packs, either for 2 people or a 30-day program for 1. So there are some other options, but those are going to be your core options. And we really want to help you get started in a fun, easy, simple way. And we're not a love them and leave them kind of company, okay? We're not a churn and burn product company. We want you to join our community, we want you to join our family, because we lock arms and we do this together. Nobody who wants this is going to get left behind. And so we have events like this coming Saturday. We have Crown University. We are going to teach you the skills that are necessary to succeed in this business. And it's very, very simple. It's going to be at the Pagoda. We can get you a link to get registered. It's only $25 to get in front of the crowns that have proven the system to be successful and to learn the skills that are necessary. We also have a lot of other supporting things like Saturday morning calls. So whether you have people here in Hawaii or on the mainland, you can plug them into all of our different trainings. So Saturday morning getting started call, we have call recordings in the back office. We have get-togethers every so often with more Crown Universities, regional events. We have a national convention coming up in the summertime. So there's so many different opportunities to take care of it. And so this is, I guess, what I want to leave you with before you start making a decision, getting back to the person who brought you here, is that this truly is a special time. It's such a special time because a year and a half ago, we had nothing. When I say we had nothing, we had no product, we had no testimonials, we had no system, we had no video, we literally had nothing. And we're still a very, very young company. And everything is still not perfect. And what we get in exchange for that, being an early adopter, is we get to be at the front of the wave. We get to paddle out first. Yeah, we get to claim our spot in the lineup before the huge wave comes. We have the forecast, and it's a big one. So it's time to decide, do you want to pick your spot? Do you want to be out there first, or do you want to watch from the shore? I want to make my story, and I know what it's going to be, and it's not going to be if I had. It's going to be I was there when, and this is why I'm here now. And it's an amazing, amazing company. It's the most amazing business model in the world. And if you're not familiar with it, we want to help you make that decision about what it really is, how it really works, and how you can fit into it. And whether you decide that you just want to try it, or whether you know you want to build an empire, we're here to answer your questions. So thanks so much for your time and attention, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday at Crown University.